Tyrone, you've been in the program 4 years. You were here when Hummel and Etuan, those guys were here, and now you've kind of seen the transition. Is 5 games in? You're 5-0. Like you said, could you talk a little bit more about you really are still a work in progress, aren't you? Because there are so many new faces and new pieces.
I think so. Like you said, being 5-0, obviously it says a lot, but at the same time we have many things to work on. I think we're playing a little bit too sloppy at times. We're kind of turning it on and turning it off, and against good teams, that doesn't work. So I feel like you said, we're a work in progress. We just got to keep on getting better and better, and I feel like we have been. So.
AJ, you've got 18 blocks and only 70 minutes of play this season. What's allowing you to block so many shots early in the season?
I don't know, man. I'm just going for them. But, I just got to stay on my feet, really. That's what Coach was telling me. He was just trying to teach me after the game, just like bluff at him and then try to get back to your man. But pretty much just whenever I see it, just go for the block shot, but I got to be aware of my man whenever I leave him there.
Tyrone, when we talked to you on Friday, you, I don't, concern's not the right word, but you were just aware that sometimes these are those kind of games that things can go wrong when you've got a big trip coming up. Did you see any of that happen today, that a lack of focus or a lack of whatever?
I really didn't, as far as a lack of focus or like overlooking this team. We knew they had a lot of good players, as far as the guards and inside. So I didn't feel like we overlooked it, but I feel like we didn't come out with enough energy. I feel like having a game at 12, there's not an excuse for coming out lazy like we did, and we felt like we came out a little bit lazy and sluggish, and made a lot of sloppy mistakes in the first half, turned the ball over. That's something that we got to fix.
Tyrone, can you put 1,000 points in perspective, and also, did anybody say anything to you at that time?
I don't know how to put it in perspective, but it's a good accomplishment for me for being here for 4 years. I've seen the ins and out, of the offensive end, and I think it's just a really good accomplishment, from my family. They were happy for me. Coach Painter congratulated me, and so did Travis. But I think we just keep playing the game.
Bryson, it seemed like the transition game really kind of saved you guys from a tight one. Were you just trying to push it more than usual, or because they were pressing, you guys were able to kind of beat it and get going?
Yeah, they were. They tried to press us and try to slow us down, but we worked on press all week, so that allowed us to move the ball into the middle of the court, where we were able to push the ball and get easy buckets and things like that.
Any of you guys can answer this, but you started 0 for 6 from 3, and then Bryson hit one, and a few minutes later Sterling hit one, and then Kendall had that stretch where he hit 3 in a row. Just how important was that flurry in the course of the game and the outcome of the game?
It was good because it helped us gain that lead, and it gave us a momentum in the game and helped us turn it up and bring some more energy. So it was definitely a turning point in the game.
Bryson, Tyrone said it is a work in progress, but are you concerned about this free throw shooting? It's almost an epidemic with this team. You guys, you missed 15 of them today, or you probably run out to a pretty much easier victory. As he talked about the work in progress, is that a huge work in progress that must be solved?
Yeah, that's something that needs to be solved right away, and we need to. We're in the gym and we're practicing, and we do all those. We work on our free throws every day, so it's something that we work on every day, and we got to get better at. But I feel like we're decent free throw shooters. We just got to concentrate more when we're at the line. So, yeah.
We'll go 2 more right here, then Cliff.
Hey Jay, with your guys' height advantage, Siena was able to outscore you guys in the paint and equal your rebounds. What was it about their game that kind of helped them get to that point?
Just being pretty much just being quicker to the ball. They was actually hitting us first instead of us hitting them. But I don't know. I feel like they just came out with more energy at the first half, and then they just kept it going, and they felt like they were still into the game. So that's what pretty much kept them there.
Back here, AJ. You're obviously one of the better college shot blockers. It's more of a general question, do you watch Roy Hibbert, and what do you take from his game at all? Do you pay any attention to him?
Sometimes when I catch the games, but other than that, no, I don't watch him like that. Nah, I just go block shots, bro.
How much do you think you'll learn about your team down in Florida? Because you learn some things now, but you're
Right.
still a work in progress. How much do you think you'll learn this week about how good this team could or is?
Right. Well, I think anytime you can play, quality opponents on a neutral court, that's what you want to get into that setting, obviously, in the NCAA tournament play. And so there's a lot of things that you would like to see in some other games and non-conference games, but does that come out until you face high-level people, whether that's size, speed, quickness, athleticism, all of the above. So for us, we just want to get better each game and keep our focus. So I think we've lost our focus a little bit in playing some of these games where our guys weren't, totally ready to play, whether that's the beginning of the game or beginning of the second half. But it's a big stretch here with playing in Orlando and then playing, Boston College, Eastern Michigan, Butler after that. Obviously we play West Virginia before Christmas. So this is a big stretch for us. And, last year this is where we struggled. And, hopefully we can, do a better job at non-conference.
Coach, can you put Tyrone's 1,000 points into perspective? I know he's been through some ups and downs with the program, but
Right.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, well, I think, and I've harped on it a lot of, his legacy as a player is getting us back on winning ways and getting us back to the NCAA tournament. It's great anytime somebody has an individual award like that, and he's, been a big part of our program here the past 4 years. But he's been consistent. I think in practice to start this year, I think once you get into games, sometimes people in the changing of styles, we haven't adjusted great as a team to a couple different styles of play. But I think Tyrone's, he's trying to be a good leader for us. He's trying to do some of those little things. And it's just good anytime, someone gets recognition for hanging in there and plugging and, but to me, it's about winning. It's not about scoring, but it's still a nice accomplishment to have. It's one of those things you'd rather talk about when someone's career's over, not during their career.
AJ was 8 of 12 from the free throw line and caused 2 people to foul out with 10 minutes left. Just what do you think of his play down on the post?
Well, I thought, we had some opportunities for him to start the game that he didn't take advantage of. He traveled once. He missed a couple layups, got a shot blocked. And, we have to have him ready, to play at all times. I thought that was a big part of allowing them to stay in the game was our inability to score down there, even though they might have fouled us some and, knocked a couple guys out of the game. But his blocks and changing shots have really helped us. But he also took himself out of the play a handful of times tonight. Their little guard that came off the bench, broke him down. And he just needed to protect the rim and stay put. And he kept, over helping and, and they were kind of taking advantage of that. But, he can play a lot better than he has. And, I know you look on stat sheets and it looks like good numbers, but, he's capable of dominating the game and he's yet to do that. Go ahead.
Coach, in the first half, one of their guys, Evan Himes, had double digits. He got into the paint a lot. Was that something you guys tried to focus on for the second half?
Well, we tried to focus on it, period. And, we struggled keeping him in front of us and just did a poor job of containing the dribble. And that's why you kept seeing the ball, going at A.J. Hammonds and going at Jay Simpson was that we couldn't keep the ball in front of us. So we got to do a better job. Our guards have to do a better job of keeping the ball in front of us. But he kind of had his way there for a while.
Then on a lighter note, just one more real quick one. What are some things that you're thankful for with the upcoming holiday coming around?
Well, I think for all of our guys, just thankful for this opportunity. I always talk about, if they get rid of me or I get rid of one of them, we're still going to have a team. We're still going to have a season. It still moves on with or without us. So just being thankful for this opportunity because not everybody gets this opportunity. I think that's very important and, being thankful for your family. And there's a lot of people, for these guys to be in this position, a lot of people sacrificed. And don't ever think if you have success that you did it by yourself. There's a lot of people that have helped me personally, and there's a lot of people that have helped them personally to get.
You talked before about in constructing this schedule, you want this kind of level of opponent for these early home games because they're such a young team. Can you assess yet if they're where you thought they might be at this point?
Right.
Are you guys behind schedule?
Right.
How have you guys come through these 5?
No, I think it's all right. I'm disappointed about today. To be honest with you, I didn't think we played inspired. I didn't think we played hard. I thought we had a couple guys bring us energy in spurts. I thought Bryson Scott gave us some energy. Kendall Stevens was able to knock down those 3 shots, but we just didn't have consistent play in this game. But I don't want it to, be a snapshot of the 5 games. I think as sometimes a coach, you can jump over the fight a little bit. But hopefully, we got to get on edge because we have to do a better job. Containing the dribble, better job rebounding the basketball. Just the basic, constants in the game of basketball. We lost the possession war today. You got to win the possession war. You got to out-rebound your opponent. You got to have fewer turnovers, to give yourself a chance. So we'll see. I think sometimes these games that you play at home, guys get into that comfort level because you're at home. I'm not saying that's happening, but I'm not saying it's not happening either. So I think going on the road, maybe that'll help us. And just having a better focus and being more ready to play.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned Kendall Stevens. They had 3 threes in less than a minute. Is there a past Purdue player or just a player that he reminds you of in terms of just what he's able to bring to the floor?
Not really, just because, he has some good size and he can shoot the basketball and he can move. I think in times as he gets stronger and grows into his body, I think some of that athleticism will come out. He's not an overly athletic guy, but he stretches the imagination. But I think he'll be able to do more things off the bounce. But there's not really anybody that I've coached here at Purdue that's like him. We just got to keep working with him and helping him, on both ends of the court, learning the game and and learning from his mistakes.